I designed and built these crystal cell jar batteries over a year ago now. The first one with the blue LED has 2 cells in series, and the second one has 3 cells in series with 2 red LEDs in series. Now, these have been sitting on the shelf for over a year now. And what's been sitting on the shelf almost just as long is this little jar of potassium permanganate. And what this is a catalyst. Now I can apply this to the carbon fiber graphite rope. And so instead of making just a magnesium crystal cell, I'll be able to make a magnesium air crystal cell. And I'll be doing that in this video. A little over a year ago, I discovered this stuff. This is carbon fiber graphite rope. And I found that I could take that rope and wrap it around a piece of this magnesium anode rod that you would get for a water heater and make a pretty good crystal cell. I put a layer paper toweling over it, wrap the rope around it, and then just wet it down with some alum water. And then just to keep it moistened, I just put it in a jar. Humidity would just keep it activated. And this is probably the first one I made. So it's a little corroded, but it's still working like those other ones and hardly ever have to touch it. I think maybe once last summer I add a little bit of water to the other ones. Now I'm going to treat this carbon fiber graphite rope with this potassium permanganate and to improve it to make it a magnesium air battery. When I first made these cells, I would put some electrolyte on them and check the voltage right away, and they'd start out like maybe 1.7 volts. Then they'll settle. This one settled to 1.5 volts. This is no load. These two are in series under load, and I got about 2.48, so 2.5 volts, right around there. So each one is like 1.25 volts. And they have been like this for over a year right now. This one's been going steady. This one's just intermittent. I use it. But it's still up there. I made a couple of little test cells that turned out pretty good for me. So I'm going to go ahead and make a bigger cell this time. And to treat this carbon fiber graphite rope, first I'm going to start out with about 2 cups of hot water. (167°F). Just keep it below boiling, above that. Shut that off. Just a little dab of that. And mix it up. Purple. I'll take my carbon fiber graphite rope, much as I need for my cell, and let it soak in there. I'll leave it in there a couple hours. Some aluminum foil over the top of that, keep it warm. I'll keep checking it. Put a towel around that too. This is the magnesium air cell I just made. Has one layer of paper towel over the magnesium rod, actually a shop towel. And then I wound it with the treated carbon fiber graphite rope. And we're just going to connect it up now and put some alum water on it. And we'll take a look and see what happens with the voltage. Connect this up like that. DC voltage. This is alum water. Oh, drop my cap and then we'll They'll go up pretty high first and then it'll settle down. 2.4 volts. I'll also test the shorted current on this cell too. Meter set on amps. This is DC current. It'll start out high and then it'll drop down. So about a quarter of an amp to start with. As this dries out and settles in, it'll drop down. I'll check at it later. This cell I made a couple days ago. It's been setting out overnight. It's still a little bit damp, but it's still at 1.7 volts. I'll go ahead and add a little more alum water to this one. And see, we jump back up to 2.3. And this one, I can light my green LED right up with it. When the voltage is that high, the green LEDs light right up. And it's pretty bright. .3 volts yet. So it takes a while for the crystals to form in these cells. This one, like I said, is 2 days old. It's pretty bright. Green LEDs don't work if the voltage is lower. Drop down a little bit. 2.2, this one has been staying at pretty steadily. This new cell that I just made is a little bit more established now too. Hanging right around 2.2 volts. That's the same as this one over here. So I think that's going to be all right. Maybe dropping a little bit. Fluctuating a little bit. It's gone up a little bit. This cell is a little bit higher in voltage than the brand new one, and it could be because it's older, or maybe it could be because I have more space in between the windings here, allowing more air to get in there. I don't know. I'll have to age this one a little bit and see what changes on it. These are all my new Magnesium Air crystal cells. This is the newest one right here, the one I just made. And this one is setting at 2.24 volts. And this is one I was saying was a couple days older. That one's setting at 2.26 volts. And this one away, I think this one's the first one I made right here. And this one is setting at 2.09 volts. This one is a magnesium alloy. I'm not quite sure what it is, but there's less magnesium. It's not pure magnesium, where I think these are probably almost pure magnesium, the anode rods that go in a water heater. But this one will not light a green LED, but will light a red one. And these ones, because they're 2.2 volts, they'll light the green ones, but they won't light the blue ones. So I can get a red one lit with this one and green one's lit with this one. Now I'll have to probably put these in some kind of containment to maintain the moisture, but I need to get air to them too. So maybe El Jar will do it. Maybe if I put little vent holes in for air, I can maintain them at the higher voltage. But this is a great improvement over the 1.5 volts or 1.4 or 1.3 volts, 1.2 that I was getting with just a magnesium crystal cell. So this was a really great improvement, I think. Well, that was a big achievement, I think, for my homemade battery experiments. And I'd like to thank everybody for taking their time for watching this video. And maybe you can get some benefit out of it. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one.